Welcome back to another Backpage Gaming video. Today we're looking at the SBC Showdown Weston Mckennie. He came out a couple of days ago. I finished him, not in that way, but I used him in a few games of champs at CDM. Robbie's going to be asking some questions about the card. Robbie, let's get into it.
Yeah, first of all, to everyone watching at home, I mean, if you think that intro is a bit weird, that's like the fifth take. Jack is choking it, so we'll get into it, Jack. Obviously, yes. I loved his card at the start of the game. He was a fantastic starter team hero. I'm excited by this one. I'm tempted to complete it myself, but I am trying to do Mbappe as well. I suppose first things first, what were your first impressions? Did he charm you?
Listen, alright, this is not going to be a negative review in any way whatsoever because he's not a bad player.
Yeah.
But he's just like the antithesis of he's a good CDM.
Yeah.
And that's it, really. I think when everyone saw this card come out for such a good price, like 160k from scratch for an 89, potential to go up to a 91, with these face stats and these in games as well, everyone was like, holy cow, this is going to be serious. This card is going to be nuts. And I don't know why, Robbie, but he's just really, really solid, but he doesn't inspire me.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so I'm going to talk about the things that I did really like about the card, because there are really good positives about him. One, Robbie, he's very cheap.
He is, yeah, 160k.
Yeah, and he's an 86 and an 82 or 3, I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but everyone can do them easily enough, make it much cheaper from having some players in the club. His interceptions, Rob, and his actual positioning is sublime. He just always seems to be there.
Yeah.
He's like, there's a guy charging at you, and then he'll just appear from nowhere almost, because I never really noticed him until he was there intercepting the ball, which is a really strange quality to have.
I suppose it's like the high work rate sort of. I mean, sort of everywhere, like a Kante sort of work
kind
rate.
Of, yeah. Because the only thing is, though, it surprised me to know that he's got a high attacking work rate. He doesn't feel like it. Granted, I played him as a lone CDM in the 4-2-2. He doesn't get in, like, who have I had there before? Like Chalobah, I've had even Makalele at times. I've had all sorts of men.
Direct comparison.
Yes.
Another Juventus player, or Piemonte Calcio, sorry, they don't come for us.
Yeah, Zakaria.
Yeah.
I prefer Zakaria, to be honest.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
He is really good for a free card, though.
Yeah, I think he's got a bit more presence than the big P word.
Yeah.
For a card that's 6 foot and average, Mckennie, that I'm talking about now, he doesn't have the biggest presence. He's not great in the air, from what I've noticed, which is a bit strange.
He's got 96 jumping.
I know, Robbie. I know this card. Like I say, I was really excited when it came out. I did it almost straight away. Sam's done it as well, Backpage Sam, and he shares a lot of the same sentiments as I do. That he's just a really good card, but he just doesn't inspire you. I'd say he's probably best off as a CDM. I think as a centre mid, he'd inspire you even less.
It's the 3-star, isn't it, I think?
Yes, I think it does hurt him quite a lot, because at this point in the game, I think you need more than that to really.
His dribbling's not worlds above that it can make up for it.
No, that's the thing. Like, his dribbling tricks you really, because you see all those like 88s and 89s and that, but he's still only got 85 agility and 80 balance. I will give him the benefit of the doubt though. I was bringing him off the bench because I can't get him into my team on chem at the minute.
Yeah.
So I do think he would benefit quite a lot from being on the 10 chem and having engine and getting that big boost to his dribbling. I do think that'd help him out quite a bit, whereas obviously bringing him on here, he comes on at 5 chem, so he pretty much doesn't get any boost whatsoever. But yeah, Rob, the 3-3, man, come on, it's April, EA, for God's sake, just give even like a 4-star week for like the skills don't bother. I'm not really bothered about the skills, to be honest. He's a CDM, even I'm not that silly.
Yeah.
Whereas you've got players like Alan that came out about, must have been almost a month ago now. And
he's 4-5, isn't he?
He's 4-5.
Yeah.
Granted, I know it's Alan, he's way more expensive. He's not an SBC, whatever.
Yeah.
It's still a card that's somewhat comparable to this guy in terms of positioning and, crazy stats. Why not give Mckennie even the 4?
Give Vegas a 4-star upgrade.
Yeah.
Just give it him. Like,
it's strange.
They know that it makes cards better because they have a whole promo based around it, so it's not like they're clueless about it. But I suppose they just, I don't know what it could be.
It's strange, but I think we're at the point now, Rob, where for me to be really impressed by a CDM, he's got to do everything. He's got to create chances from the, he's got to be that anchor. So before, before bringing in Mckennie, I've been using Future Stars Bellingham, a player that we're going to be reviewing very soon to see if
CDM.
he's still. Yeah, I've been using him at CDM before I picked up Mckennie, and I was using Awar as my other centre mid.
Yeah.
Robbie, that Bellingham is the definition. Spoiler alert, guys, if you watch this already. He's going to be a 10 out of 10.
Wow. Okay.
He is what I class as the golden standard for CDM.
Centre mid, like a box.
I am playing him centre mid now,
Okay.
Bellingham,
Yeah.
but I have been using him at CDM.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like my baseline for what an amazing CDM should be. And Mckennie just, granted, he's only 100k and doesn't quite live up to it. So another good thing, Rob, is pace. It actually does feel pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, it's annoying that it's an SBC for me. Because he's one that I'd like to pick up and try, but not keep, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
like,
that's the perfect...
Chem-wise, he's tough. But he looks
You see,
fun
that's the
to
thing
use.
as well. I've done him just because I've got that birthday Dybala and tradable.
It makes sense for you. Absolutely makes sense for you, yeah.
And I do think he is a good player. I think, a perfect description for Mckennie from me personally. This is the thing, guys. I go into every review wanting to love the card. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not like a negative Nancy usually. I'm about the game, but not about the players. In a weird, if that even makes sense.
Yeah.
Hate
the game, not the players.
Yeah, exactly. Literally. This card is the perfect card that you can. When you're flitting between teams and you're relying on your untradables
to go in. Yeah.
He's going to do a really good job at that. But I think if you're getting this guy in, if you change your team around, I don't think I'd bother, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think he's nice to have. If you've got a Serie A team, I think he'll do really well for you. But CDM is definitely his better position. I think centre mid he's not got the creativity for.
So the question for me is...
Yes, Rob.
Just for me. I mean, this could go for other people that are in a similar situation, but I've got Mateus Prime, I've got Essien Prime, and I've got Goretzka in the midfield. Untradeable. Does he overtake them? Is it worth doing him to get in instead of them, or...
I don't think so, to be honest. Yeah. I prefer Goretzka. It's been a while since I've used Goretzka, but I can still remember just how good he was. Yeah. So I think I'd probably give it a miss. I think, like Rob says, he's already got 3 great midfielders. I'd argue even if you've only got 2 or something, probably give this card a miss. Mm-hmm. Team of the season is just around the corner, guys. I know that everyone says that, and you're playing with the card now, not in 8 weeks or whatever, but you've got to think about it. Even the Icon SBC that's pretty terrible value, I could have done one of the 86 squads rather than this Mckennie. But, I think it's a good card. And I think he'll settle in very well to the club, Rob. I think he's...
future squads, are you going to look to get him in or not bothered?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think so. Yeah. To be honest with you. I've fallen in love with Bellingham. I can't wait to review him. I can't wait to tell you guys just how much I love him.
Okay.
So, we'll go on to the end card, Robbie. I know what do you think I've given him?
I'm going to say an 8.5.
I've given an 8 because I gave Camavinga an 8. Yeah. And I think he's probably about the same lines as Camavinga, to be fair. Like a very solid player, but just not quite... Listen, not every player has to be a 10. Alright, I'm not like that anymore. Yeah. I'm not going to go above and try and love the card just for the sake of it. Value, however, is a 9 I've given him. I think it's a really good value.
It is good value.
Especially for a potential 91.
Yeah. It's nice.
It's not even...
it's a very good link to that Moment's Dest, actually.
Did you say Moment's Dest, sorry?
Yeah.
Why would you steal my best links?
Oh, sorry. Well, I've looked at him just to try and get Dest in, because I've got Dest. I've had him all this time. I've only ever used him off the bench.
Really?
Yeah.
Good lord, I must have played hundreds of games with Dest. He's the best right back I've used. Maybe not Cafu now, but he's one of the better right backs. No, Cafu's better, sorry.
Okay.
Chem style, lads, engine, or potentially an anchor. Like I say, not having used him on full chem, it does hinder it a little bit, knowing what he was like, but I think for me, I'd still prefer an engine. I like my CDM to be pretty mobile and not feel clunky. And I think his defensive stats are good enough, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
And then, link-wise, he's a really good player for links, Rob, because Juventus or Piemonte Calcio were kind of missing... They were missing that midfielder.
Exactly,
really.
Yeah.
So I do think... I mean, I know there's Zakaria, but he's from a long time ago. Not many people probably have him anymore, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Big L if you've not got him anymore. He's quality.
Yeah, huge L. He's brilliant. So it links to that Dybala. I've put as he's an absolute dream. I love that card. I'm so happy I've got him untradeable. It's outrageous. There's the Chiesa I've put down, and I've also put Moments Dest. But having a look at his strong links,
Alexandro, I want to try.
I'm just having a look at his strong links, and there's Sandro. There's obviously Zakaria. There's Cordoba. Quadrado. I have used that 87 Quadrado recently. He is actually quite a decent card.
Yeah.
Vlahovic, if you're into that type of striker. But there's loads.
Yeah.
Obviously, weak links, there's quite a few as well. Serie A have got a couple of good players out of these last couple of promos.
Yeah.
And also, you could link him to your Ice Pulisic if you've still got him.
I mean, I can't remember the last time I came up against him, I can't lie.
You mean you don't want him to link to your
the new
hero
Silver
Dempsey?
Star? If you're going for a USA team. What?
Yeah.
Can't remember his name.
No, neither can I. But it's a good player, sorry, Rob, and he's not a world beater, but you know what?
Not everyone.
I'd say if you've, like we've said already, if you've already got a few midfielders untradeable, probably give it a miss. If you've got a Serie A team, or you need him for if you're desperate for him for chemistry, I don't think it's a bad SBC to complete.
No, yeah, definitely, I'd agree.
There we go, Rob. Why don't you sign us out, my friend?
Well, boys, if you enjoyed that, I know you've heard Jack rattle on about Bellingham in a Mckennie review. If you want to see that, make sure you smash the subscribe button down below. Probably coming out tomorrow. So make sure you stick around for that. Plenty of reviews coming. We've got squad builders. Bit of everything, really. Make sure you watch our video from the other day as well, April Fool's Day. Bit of a different one. Sort of a lot of memes in there, stuff like that. Bit of a different funny video. But make sure to check it out. Like this video. Hit the subscribe button. Check us out on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Join our community Discord down below as well. In the meantime, I've been Robbie.
I've been Jack.
We've been Backpage Gaming. See you later.